Hey, what is going on everybody, and welcome to Fantasia. For today, we're going to be jumping to another session of Epic 7L today. Got some more Guild War for you guys, going up against the Prairie. But before we begin, of course, we have our joke of the day from Icarus this time. I bought Penny a fridge for our anniversary. Now, you know it wasn't a great gift, but I love seeing her face light up when she opened it. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Like, pictured that in my head. It was beautiful. Alright, let's see here. Jump into our first match against Hidden. So, they seem like they have a pretty standard first team here. See Lilius, Senya, and Shu. Very annoying team, so what I'm going to do is actually just bring in Bologna for this one. I know some of you guys have requested me to use a Araz, Landy, and Ahmed team. I'm not quite sure if that's going to work out here because the C Lilius, but I will try later with a slower team, the slower third unit, right? So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, just showing off the stats here real quick, as we always do. We got our Pilus here. She's getting a HP imprint from Rowana, so she will have a bit more bulk. We have Rowana here. She's going to be on Celestine. She's also on counter. I found Celestine to actually be pretty nice on her in these Senya Shu comps, because you can just hit the Senya, get the Celestine heal on somebody, and then when Senya counters, you can heal as well, which is pretty good. And of course we have our Bologna here. She's only on a plus 15 Sigurd, but I think we'll be fine. Moving on to the bottom team, it is something that I don't really like seeing. It is Light Aiden. That's right, Arwell Aiden and Spirit Eye Celine. So the star of the show, hopefully, will be Ning Ning. Gonna be using Ning Ning to barrier invert the Arwell, and then we'll be using our Meru, hopefully, to get that attack buff going. And if we can get her buffed up and she can take the turn, that would be very, very nice. And then we have our Closer Charles here. Now, Closer Charles, he has a bit more attack than my Meru does. I think my Ning Ning is going to be pushing up with the Closer Charles, which is a little bit unfortunate. But it should still work out in the end, right? Okay, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this and see how it goes. For the bottom team, I know that Mirror's not going to be pushed up first. Closer Charles will be taking the turn, but because of his buff, he actually makes it so the opponent can't counterattack, so we'll see how that works against Aiden, and if it, if our Meru can be a nice little follow-up unit to clean up the damage. If not, then I think we are in a bit of trouble. Alright, so the Shu gets to go. We are countering and healing with Rowana, which is pretty nice. Let me go for a hit on the Senya. We should always crit there, even with the anti-crit, thanks to Bologna. I thought about using Fire Lilius and Lionheart here, but I don't think it's going to work out as I intend, because the fight is going to be a bit longer. Ooh, actually, let's go ahead and let's hit the Senya here. The fight's going to be a little bit longer than I would want it to be, and in those cases, I think Shu is going to obliterate the Fire Lilius, so I don't think it is a great idea to use her right now. Now, if there's a Lua team, a Lua defense team, I'll definitely be using Fire Lilius, and there are ways to really punish the opponent's defense team in that regard, but I think at least in this guild, a lot of people have the same defense teams, and they seem to have taken Lua off of their teams, so we're going to have to work around that. Alright, Bologna is still going to be countering here, doing a good chunk of damage, and I think we'll be focusing down the Shu with our Bologna, but let's go ahead and try to provoke the Lilias. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to pop the heal on Rowana. I think that will be the best option here, just in case Pilus goes down. We've got to make sure that we are playing a bit safer. Okay, there we go. Shu is attacking. No Foosh, very nice. So I'm going to Soul Burn the Bologna, and we'll go straight for the Shu, because we have many stacks on her. She's attacked quite a bit now. Oh yeah, look at that. Almost 15k damage. Bologna will be countering once more. Beautiful, beautiful. Actually, wiping out pretty much everybody there What a clean little run from Bologna. Very, very nice. I'm sure if I had Max Sigurd, that she would have gone down in that hit too. Okay, so looking here, the Selene is actually thankfully not fast. I was afraid of a fast Selene, because then my Meru wouldn't stand a chance. Let's go ahead and pop our S3. Hopefully Selene's not on secret, our Storm Sword. Okay, doesn't seem like she is. I'm gonna push her back so that we can push up our... Oh, actually, Meru does get pushed up here, which is okay. That is actually fine. I forgot that she actually gets 15% attack with her artifacts. So yeah, that's good. This is actually going as planned initially. So I'm gonna go for an S2 here. No reason to go for an S3. Oh, we actually crit the Aiden! Didn't expect it to crit the Aiden. Because Closer Charles would have pushed up anyway, and I think we would have had a good chance of finishing her off regardless. Because Mara hits twice, and then Charles would have gone next, right? Okay, so not too shabby. Charles is gonna be dodging here, which is good. My Charles is on a Lifesteal Bruiser set, so he's actually quite tanky. Right, so let's watch him heal. How much is he going to grab back here? Okay, not too bad, almost topping off. Let's use Mira's S3. And there we go, that should finish off the Arwal. Very, very nice. Wow, that was a really quick first round. Not too shabby. Both teams worked out just as planned. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into our second match. We're going to go against the center tower here, Mu Carl. Now, this is a team that I think we can take this Araz, Ahmed, and Landy comp into. So we're going up against Senya Shu again, but this time the third unit is Destina. Against the slower team, I think this team could work. It's very risky because Ahmed will be the focus of Senya's hits, and Shu is going to be targeting down our Araz, which is not the best thing in the world, but thankfully Araz is a sort of tanky. Mine's pretty fast to keep up the tempo. We're going to be dual attacking with Landy as much as possible here. And next up we have Ahmed. So Ahmed is actually on pretty decent resist. She shouldn't be getting provoked unless this is a effectiveness Senya, in which case then we're screwed. But we have Rod of Amaryllis for some healing. I think it's going to be a bit better than using the whatever Dian's other artifact is. The one that heals everybody that I normally have on her, mostly because I wanted concentrated heals, because my Landy is pretty squishy, as you can see. So Landy here with Guiding Light, I think is going to be the best option. She will be safe from the AoEs, hopefully at least mitigating 50% of the damage when she's in stealth, right? So we'll have that going for us, and she is also pretty fast. My entire team is pretty quick. Maybe it's not bulky enough. I think a bulkier, tankier Landy with Bloodstone would work better into a team like this, but I just don't have that build. But we'll try with a faster one. For the bottom team, we have Arwell, Aiden, and Spirit Eye Selene again. So yeah, we're gonna do the same thing we did, but I switched up the Meru for a Straze because I think Straze will help us delete the Arwell, which gets rid of the kind of tank and damage mitigation at the start. And Straze here also has his S3 that cannot be countered, much like our closer Charles. So Straze will go push up the Charles, and then Charles will go and hopefully clean up. Barrier Inversion's also going to be dealing a chunk of damage, so gotta watch out for that too. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into this and see how it goes. Again, keeping an eye out for that closer Charles, because he did get buffed, and that unable to be countered makes him a good opener. But mine's a bruiser build, and I think the cannot be countered still can be pretty decent on him. Alright, let's go ahead and pop the skill null here. There's no healing to be done because we don't need Rod of Amaryllis. We do need the skill null, and I think what I'll do is pop this buff on Landy. We need the swift attack. I think we should be lapping quite a bit though. So Landy gets to go first. Let's go for the S3 because look at the Shu, right? She doesn't have any sort of mitigation on her right now. But actually what I could do is go for the DN. Do I want to go for DN, or do I just want to pop the S3 for a defense buff right now? I think we can go for an S3. We can save our S2 for the soul burns. And I will just let Landy naturally lap here. Okay, so Senya is going to pop off her barriers, which is not too bad, because Landy gets a full burst. Let's go ahead and push everybody up yet again. Lot of combat readiness. Look, my Landy's gone twice. My Ahmed and Araz are about to go again. Look at that damage that's being churned out. This team could actually be pretty good. But yeah, you just gotta be careful that your Ahmed is pretty decently fast. Because again, this is working because right now I'm going up against Destina as a third unit. If you're going up against a Lua or you're going up against a C. Lilius, you gotta tweak the team. I think against Lua or C. Lilius, you can replace the A-Raz with someone like a Fire Lilius, and it could work wonders. Okay, so what I could do is go for the dual attack against the Landy, but the unfortunate thing is my Landy is actually, or sorry, against the Shu, my Landy is actually blinded and she is provoked. I think I'll go for it anyway. We'll try to turn cycle our Landy, right? Oh, unfortunately, we are attacking into the Senya, which is not good for me. I will hit the Shu. Okay, no more provoke on our Landy, which is nice. Let's go for another full burst. We are blinded, but I think we'll be okay. Ooh, we took a good chunk of damage from that Senya again. I think what I'll do is go for the Soul Burn, so that we can continue dual attacking with the A-Raz. Senya won't be able to hit the Landy because she's in stealth, and because, well, we are, well, Ahmed is a ice unit, so we do have that going. She is going to be a bait for the Senya, so this actually kind of works in protecting the Landy, right? Senya is going to be attacking the Ahmed, the Shu's going to be attacking the Raz. We have skill null up yet again. Let's go ahead and buff the Landy once more. Hopefully this heal goes onto the Landy. Very nice, because we do need that heal on her. Okay, so let's go for another S2 onto the Senya this time. Gonna be attacking her, and Landy's gonna lap. So we're gonna get hopefully another full burst. There we go. And we'll just let this rip. Alright, that is, oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Wow, the team actually worked. Thank you for giving me the suggestion for doing that. It's a pretty nice team. Again, I think it's safer if you had a tanky Landy and she's on Bloodstone. You could also swap out the Ahmed for something like a DN if you want the anti-crit to help keep yourself alive a little bit longer. Yeah, but in the end, I think it's pretty nice. Okay, I am a little scared of this Aiden, because look at her. She's like base speed, so she might just be an insane amount of damage. Some people do that, to, kind of like a full damage Meru on defense team to try to catch squishy teams off guard. But the good thing is, Straze's S3 cannot be countered, so let's rip this one, and it should kill the Arwell, which should push up my Closer Charles. There we go. Closer Charles is going to use his S3. Whether or not we hit the Aiden doesn't really matter, because yeah, she can't really counter here. Ooh, I see. She is a base speed because she has a bunch of health. And of course, Closer Charles gets hit by a crit. Good job, Charles. And now the counter attack. Oh, it's a counter base speed Aiden. Okay, I see what we're dealing with here. That might actually finish off my Closer Charles, because he's not going to be able to heal enough. Actually, she is on double-edged decrescent, and because of her counterattack there, she's actually able to finish off my Closer Charles. Okay, Aiden's countering. She doesn't seem to have a ton of attack, which might be my saving grace. There we go, because we were able to finally crit her there with the Straze, so that's unfortunate for Closer Charles. He would have lived, actually, had he not gotten counterattacked by the double-edged decrescent proc. But yeah, not too shabby, I guess. And last but not least, we have our third and final tower right here, this Meta 9985 guy. So the teams are actually a little bit different for the first one here. I guess the bottom one's still the same as all the others, so we'll be using Ning Ning there again. But for the first team, you guys love Wanda, so we're going to use Wanda into this Violet here. And we're not going to use her S3 right off the bat. I think I'm going to hold off on it, just so that we can get the Wanda to, just so we can get the maid to do her cleanse shenanigans first. It's going to be a little risky if they go for the Wanda. I'm not actually sure how I'm going to play this out. DDR is probably going to be the prime target of everything. Meanwhile, Solitaria is just chilling here. She will also be stealth. So, yeah, we might have to pop the Wanda early. I don't really know. We'll just see how it plays out, right? We'll see what I'm feeling and the combat readiness meter and how much resist this maid has. So for this bottom team, it's the same one as we've been fighting, so we're still going to bring in our Ning Ning with our barrier inversion. This time I'm going to bring in Bryceria, and she's on Symbol of Unity to hit that 8-in so we don't get 20%ed. And last but not least, I needed a fast follow-up unit just in case Bryceria couldn't finish everybody off with her splash damage, which I don't think she will. So we got Pirate Captain Flan here to do that job. She has her S3, she can plant some bombs, she can S1 and just bomb things down. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this and see how it goes. Hopefully Bryceria does some good work and takes out the 8-in. If it's a very slow 8-in, then I'm screwed. Alright, this guy, so what do we do here? I guess what we do is we just hit this maid. And let's pray that... Nope, it does have really high resist, so that's not going to work out. Nice little stun, actually, on the Ravi. I'll definitely take it. Now that Ravi's stunned, let's see, we can go for a... Let's go for a hit on the Ravi. Alright, so that maid only cleanses 2 of the... debuffs, so there we go. Because we hit the Fire Ravi, she doesn't get her stun cleansed, and I think now we're able to take advantage of that. Let's put her to sleep there. And as for Violet, we could try to strip his immunity here, because Solitaire strips before attacking. And we'll just go for the S3. I know that he can counter here, but that's fine. Oh! We actually do get the stun. We get the target debuff on him. Okay, so we got the stun, regardless of the miss, because I am on... what is that? Abyssal Crown. But look at this. Wanda gets the Gab. The Violet has a target debuff, which increases damage taken by 15%. Maid used her cleanse, so she can't do anything about this. Oh, and look at that. Just one-shotting the Violet. Now, Maid did pop her revive earlier, so that is something I have to watch out for. The Violet got revived there, but the Ravi can still revive too. I think what I'll do is go for the Ravi, because I'm going to wake her up with Solitaria anyway. Ooh, that's a... Oh! That is a lot of effectiveness on the Ravi if she's able to do that. Uh-oh, my Wanda's in trouble. She's going to get stunned, pushed all the way back. Okay, DDR does take the turn, so we are able to pop her S3, thankfully. Now my DDR's on Celestine. Okay, we do get the sleep on both of the other units, so that's good. Let's pop our S2. Right, Wanda is higher health than the DDR, so that's good news for me. I'm going to hit the maid. I don't want to wake up the Ravi here. Good, Ravi takes the turn. Now I can go for another S3. Let's go ahead and hit the Ravi so that my Wanda can hit the Violet. Okay, we're just going to keep her stunned. And let's go ahead and hit the Violet there. Alright. I think what I'll do... Let's just keep going for this. Yeah. Let's try to hit the Violet. See if I can get... Oh, nice. Put the attack down on him. That's actually pretty big. Can we get any more debuffs with Solitaria here? Oh, nice. We did. We've got all the stuns in the world. Maid has one more turn until her revive. That's okay. We got the greater attack buff, so let's hit the Violet there. And and we might as well go for an S3. Because here's what's happening. My Wanda's going to be taking the turn after the maid. We have enough souls to soul burn our Wanda, and her soul burn ignores effect resistance, which is going to be fantastic. Let's go ahead and chip away at this Violet. Oh yeah, this is absolutely disgusting. Oh, we actually got the stun on the maid. Seems like she didn't have as much res as I thought. So this is going to ignore resist, and we get to stun the maid for 2 turns. So we don't have to worry about her for a while. And we could just try to focus down everybody else. Now, I'm going to save DDR's hits. We're not going to hit the Violet. We're just going to let him run down the clock with the Venom. We're going to control the Ravi here. And Wanda should be able to finish the Violet off. Yeah, there we go. Let's take the turn. Easy peasy. And look, the maid is still stunned for 2 turns. It's absolutely disgusting, the amount of control this team has, right? So Wanda still works with DDR. One of the very few units who can actually stun for 2 turns instead of just 1. Let's finish off the maid. And this should do it for the Fire Ravi. So pop in the DDR skill. There we go. That should be enough damage. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, let's go ahead and see what the second match has in store for us. Still not an incredibly fast Spirit Azalea. It's faster than some of the previous ones we fought. So we will be pushing her back with Ning Ning. That is the goal. This will also just help us deal a little bit of extra damage, right? To help out with Bryceria, hopefully being able to finish her off here. If we can do that, then we can stun the Aiden with our Pirate Captain Flan. Unless the Aiden goes down. Oh, wow! The Aiden does go down here. This Arwal resists the bomb, which is beautiful, because my Pirate Captain Flan has like almost 200 effectiveness. But, of course, we get stunned in return. Okay, that should be okay, because that's the last controlling skill that Arwal has. So we will be able to use Pirate Captain Flan. Unless Briarwitch just... Okay, we didn't need Pirate Captain Flan at all. Briarwitch is just carrying this entire fight on her back. And so there you have it. Ning Ning showcasing Barrier Inversion and how strong it is against certain units and certain team comps. Luckily for us, these guys had the same defense team on all 3 towers, which is sort of, it could be good, it could be bad, right? It could be good in that if a guild just happens to struggle really hard against that defense team, they'll struggle against all of your towers. But if a guild manages to crack that defense, or if they have intel on your unit stats, then all of your defenses fall pretty quick. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more Epic 7 content, and leave a comment down below letting me know what I can do to improve. And until next time, take care.